Hi guys, welcome to Makeup by Marsha. Today what I'll be doing is taking you guys through a short little 10-minute tutorial of how I do my everyday quick and easy makeup. Now I do work full-time, so unfortunately I don't have all the time in the world to do really beautiful glam makeup for every day, but I find this really quick and easy and I think it looks pretty nice, so let's get started. Now, because I am a makeup demonstrator trainer for Thin Lizzy, all of their products I know quite well, and a lot of my everyday makeup, I do wear Thin Lizzy products. They are all based on, made from minerals and botanicals. So that's why I do love it for my skin, because I do have combination skin, but at the same time, it is very, very sensitive as well. So I got to be pretty careful with what I use on a day-to-day basis. So let's get started. Now, the first thing that I do is I do cleanse my face every morning and always have to wear sunscreen. So because I've already prepped my skin, we'll go straight into the Flawless Complexion Liquid Foundation by Thin Lizzy. Now my color is an Angel. So I do only put a little bit of this on. So always try to just put, very light coverage, like say half a pump even. And then we just go in and I will just dot this on. Just a little bit all over. Now I don't put a lot of this on either because I don't like any sort of heavy cakey makeup. I just like a very sort of light formula on my skin and then I buff it all in. Now, the main ingredient in this liquid foundation is called Microspheres. So what the Microspheres does is it blurs any imperfections on your skin, it conceals your pores, and it even minimizes any fine lines and wrinkles. And that's why it actually wears really well on a lot of skin types. Now it is a liquid to powder finished as well. And it is a buildable coverage. So that's why I like to go quite light on this. And I feel it does let your skin breathe as well because it doesn't, clog any of your pores because the product is designed to sit on the surface of the skin as well. So the next product that I will be going in with is a concealer. Now with the concealers, I do recommend that you do go, a few shades lighter than your liquid foundation, especially for underneath the eye area, because you want to be able to brighten it up, whether or not you have any dark circles. So I will go in with the Thin Lizzy concealer in Miss Bondita, which is the lightest shade. So with that, I do like to go in with a beauty blender as well. So we'll use a damp one because I don't like to use it dry. I gotta go damp it. So I am gonna use this Thin Lizzy Beauty Blender. Now I do use it damp, so don't like it too wet, but I just find it makes it easier to apply as well. So a little bit of that concealer, and I just like to put it underneath my eyes just to brighten it up. And I do also like to put it in the middle of my forehead area and coming down the bridge of my nose, because when you do brighten it, it does enhance all of the features as well. And sometimes I like to go back in to cover up any sort of scarring. Recently I've had some scarring on my face, so let's just go over that as well, just a little bit. And then we just blend it all in here. Now with this concealer, it does have beeswax formula and ginger extract as well, which is really nice and calming for the skin. This concealer is actually strong enough to cover up any tattoos, believe it or not. But you only need the tiniest little bit, and the tube will actually last you quite a little while. So definitely well over a year. Sometimes I like to just go back in with my foundation brush as well and go over everything here. Great. So as you can see, this is not really heavy, it's not cakey, it's just nice and natural as well, and I feel like it covers enough And it does sort of blur out anything and covers and evens out the skin tone basically. Now that's pretty much the base that I go in with the liquid and the concealer. And the next part that I am going to use is the Thin Lizzy 6-in-1. This is a buildable product, so you don't want to use a lot of it, but since it's summer and I've actually gotten quite tanned, I like to use, you know, my original winter sort of base, and I go in with this to darken it up. Now I'm just going to buff this just quickly all over my face, and because it's a powder, it does set the liquid foundation as well, but not like most powders, this doesn't dry your skin out, which is really, really good. And I also always pull it down into your neck area and into the décolletage as well, just to even out the skin tone. And it gives you a really nice natural tan without looking too dark and too bronzy. But if you wanted to do that, you can do it with this as well. That's definitely a great product. Once I completed the base of the liquid and then setting the powder as well, my all-time favorite and a must is doing contouring. I can't live without it. I love contouring around my face area. It just gives you more structure and definition in the face as well. And definitely with my nose as well, I like it to look a little bit more defined and a little bit, you know, more pointier as well. So I always go in with the angle brush. My all-time favorite is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, which I love using in the number 2 in the medium. So you just put a little bit on, and honestly the easiest thing that I can explain is from the top of the ears halfway down into your cheekbones. You want to be able to do that to get into that area because it gives you that structure. Now, if you're just starting, the best tip that I can recommend is you can actually suck in your cheekbones, and then work it from there when you can actually see the line. So let's get started with that. Now, because this product here is just, it's such a generous amount that they give you, this powder probably lasts me like 6 months, to be honest. You only need a little bit, and see that beautiful contouring line that it gives you. It just looks so natural as well, and it doesn't look full on. So during with my everyday makeup, I definitely like to use a powder because I just find it quick, it's easy, I don't have time to sort of do a lot of blending either. And then I just get the edges and I just pretty much blend it all into my hairline around the face, because I feel like a little bit into the your chin area as well. I find this works really, really well. So that's it really that I put on just around my cheek and my hairline area. Then I do get a more flatter sort of brush, and the best part is doing nose contouring. And what nose contouring does is the closer that you put the lines on the bridge of the nose, the slimmer the nose looks. So I really just follow where my eyebrow, the bridge of my nose starts here, and I come just on a straight line all the way down. So let's do that. We'll pop this on. And I always just put a little bit of powder at the tip as well. And then I bring it up here. There we go. And then I'm going to get the same contouring brush that I have been using just to blend it out. Now, when I do it, I like to do this in circular motion because I feel like it blends it out nicely without wiping away a lot of the product as well. So really nice and circular. There we go. So that's my contouring done. Now the next part that I would love to show you is I put on blush. Now blush for me is a must have. I feel like it really suits my skin complexion and makes it look really natural as well. And what I've got here is the Maybelline Fit Me in the Rose Claire. So let's pop a little bit of this on. Now I like to sort of just put it in the apples of the cheeks. Now, if you do have quite a wide face, you don't want to be putting it on the apples of the cheeks because that will actually make your face look bigger than what it is. So you would rather be taking it out a little bit, you know, out into the ear area, because that will make you have like a slimmer face. So I'm just going to smile a little bit and put it on the apples of the cheeks, but not right in the middle, but pull it out a little bit as well, because I don't want to have, you know, to look like that I have quite a round face. there. Now I only just put the tiniest little bit, and be careful with blushes as well, because when you get a bit more tanned in summer, you know, you'll use different sort of tones of blushes between winter and summer as well. That definitely helps and makes a big difference with the complexion. Now we're almost done with the base of the face, and my all-time favorite, which I highly recommend, I can never ever get rid of, is the MAC highlighter Soft and Gentle. This one I just get like a quick little fan brush, and highlighting I feel like just completes the entire look. Now just up here over my cheekbones, up here you just come around in a C area, the top of the brow bone as well. So just like this just pretty much, when you're moving around, it makes you look like you have such a nice glow, and yeah, you have really nice skin. Definitely the bridge of the nose, I always like to get into the tip as well. And again on the other side, got to balance it all out. This is really quick and easy. If you don't have a fan brush, you can even use, I just use my ring finger, and you can pat it on. Make sure you do pat it into the skin instead of doing the wiping motion, because that you will be wasting the product and be wiping off the makeup as well. And sometimes I put a bit on my Cupid's bow, just there, just to give it some. And that's pretty much the base of what I do for my everyday makeup, which is really quick and easy. And the next part that I want to go into is my eyes and my brows as well. So let's get started on that. I absolutely love this eyebrow pencil, which can be used on absolutely anybody. And it's from IT Cosmetics, which is the brow pencil in the universal taupe color. And it does have one end of a brush to be able to brush it out, and also the other end is the pencil. So filling in brows is really important to me. I feel like it definitely completes the look, and if you can see here, I have a bit of hair missing there, and yeah, it just doesn't look nice when it is not filled in. So we're just gonna go in here. I always start from the bottom and just draw a straight line to the very top sort of arch of my brows, and then I like to go over the top area as well, follow the shape coming all the way down, and we just fill that in nice and quickly as well. This doesn't need a lot of time, to be honest. I don't spend a lot of time on my eyebrows, so as you can see here, I've just quickly penciled it in, and on the other side, and then I just brush it out, and that's it really. Nice and easy, and you can see the massive difference with how it looks like when your brows are not filled in compared to the filled in brows. Now let's just quickly go ahead and do the other side as well. So again, down the bottom, you just follow it to where the tip of, you know, the arch is, and then on the top. Here we go. And I just sort of pull it up like this, nice and easy, and just follow it in. There we go. And sometimes if you sort of missed a little bit, you can go back in there with some foundation to clean it up as well, and even some concealer. But for me, that's good enough for every day. And then again, we just go back in and brush it out. When you brush it out, it just makes it all blend in nicely and look more natural as well. So that's really much it for my brows. Now the next part is, let's do some eyeshadow. Now, because I don't really have time to put on my makeup properly every single day, I like to do things that sort of speed up the process. So for myself, I like to get eyelash extensions. So it just looks really good when you're not wearing makeup at all, and I don't need to put mascara on, only down the bottom. So since I've already got my lashes intact, you always have to use like a mascara wand though, and just quickly give it a little brush through for the entire thing, just so they're not tangled and, you know, going all different types of ways where it doesn't look nice. So just make sure you constantly have one of these in your handbag, so when you're going to the bathroom or the powder room to freshen up, you just give them a quick little brush, nice and easy. Now the next thing is what I'm going to go in with is the Too Faced Peach Palette. This absolutely smells amazing, and it's got all the amazing colors for every day. So The color that I absolutely wear every single day and I absolutely love is the Summer Yum, the Puree, and also Luscious. They're probably like the 3 colors that I absolutely love wearing that on the top of my eyes. So I usually just go straight in there with it. Powder, I don't really put a base of any sort just because simply I don't have that much time. So let's start off with the Summer Yum, and I like to get like a really nice fluffy brush, and we're just gonna pretty much contour, so just work in the eye sockets and pretty much just windscreen motion going back and forth. So there we go. Great, so we'll just do it on the other side as well. I feel like this color looks really good on brown eyes and it just brightens up, and to be honest it doesn't look too much for every day and it just looks really nice. Now, so just do make sure with the windscreen wiping motion that when you go back and forth, that you really do blend everything in. You don't want to be able to see the line. You want it to sort of blend into nothing, and that is what perfect eyeshadow and the key to perfect eyeshadow is, ladies. So back and forth. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. And then just on my actual eyelid base, I like to get the Luscious. I let's just go in with my finger, and just on the base is where I sort of go in. There we go. And this definitely just brightens up and makes your eyes pop, really. And then I go back in with that same Summer Yum color and just pop it in there. And that's pretty much all I do for the top of my eyes. I don't normally wear top eyeliner, only sometimes, say if I'm going to a meeting or something, to give me more definition, but usually this is as simple as it gets. The next thing of what I do and that I find really important is using eyeliner on the inside, the waterline of my eyes. I don't normally wear black or brown because I find it a little bit too harsh for my daytime look, but instead I use a nude liner. Now it's been, I've tried a bunch of nude eyeliners, and after everything, I have finally found the best one, which I highly, highly recommend. This eyeliner is by Essence, which you can get at any sort of Priceline stores, and it is called the Extreme Lasting Eyeliner, which is easy glide and waterproof. I put this on, and honestly, it stays on all day long. It doesn't move, and it just makes your eyes look wide awake and really nice and fresh as well. So that's why I like using the nude eyeliners, whereas white I feel like sometimes is a little bit harsh. So let's go on to this one here. As you can see, you only put one little streak and it just comes on so nice. I love this color so much. So there we go. That really brightens up the eyes. Now I feel like I have to always put eyeshadow underneath my eyes because otherwise it just doesn't complete the look and I just look really weird. So I like to use the color Peach Pit in the Peach palette. So just with the smaller brush, I like to come underneath, just in very close towards my lash line. I feel like this brings the whole look together. And don't forget to tap off the excess either, guys, because otherwise you'll get all these little fallouts underneath, which you don't want. And there we go. Now with the brush that I used for my eyeshadow, going up there, I like to sort of pinch it like a bit of a fan and just blending it all in, because I don't want to have any sort of harsh lines, but you want it to look nice and smudged out as well. Here we go. And then the last thing is putting on mascara on my bottom lashes. I feel like not putting mascara on your bottom lashes just does not complete the look, and it just, I don't know, brings it all together. Now the Maybelline, the Falsies Volume Express is my favorite mascara. So we're just gonna put a little bit here on my lash line. There we go. Definitely be really careful that you don't like have any like fallouts of this. But yeah, the brush of the mascara that you use is definitely really, really important. There we go. So that's honestly how easy and quick I like to do my eye makeup. And the last step to all of this to complete before I go to work is my lips. Now, lips is quite easy. I have a lip liner that I use, which is the MAC Boldly Bare lip liner, which is really good neutral color. And my absolute favorite, I don't know, I feel like for my skin tone, it's so hard to find such a nice sort of nude with a bit of like color, I suppose, neutral lip color. And I finally found the Model's Own, which comes in the color Naked. Really, really affordable, but it just looks amazing with my complexion as well. And I wear this every single day. So let's just start with the lip liner first. Now, when I do put this on, I just follow the line of my natural, and I like to sort of smile with my mouth closed. Like, I just feel like it makes it a lot easier when I put on the lip liner. So let's do that. And what is really, really important is that you actually color in your entire lip with the lip liner, because this is what's going to make your whole look stay on all day long without you having to reapply either. And also definitely use a matte lip stain, which is the Model's Own one as well. And there we go. So that's the lip liner done. And now for my last step, let's put a little bit of this Model's Own lip gloss on. Always make sure you get on the inside of the lip as well, and always like draw in like the ends of it, like from here and here. There we go. Well, that is my everyday look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did, and that it's going to be helpful for your everyday busy routine. So yeah, if there's anything that you want me to, go in detail with more of the products or the brushes that I use, please make sure that you do comment in the link below. And yeah, I hope you do subscribe to my channel, because I've got plenty of content that's coming out your way. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.